1 minute the stock market's hitting all-time highs, and the next, boom, the stock market's crashing. Although history can tell us how long the crashes, corrections, and bear markets last, nobody knows when the next one's coming or how severe it will be. In this video, we'll walk through 5 things that you can do during and before a stock market crash.
Hey guys, it's Amber and Jared here. We're Holy City family because we actually live in Charleston and we've always loved visiting here in the area. And in case you didn't know, its nickname is the Holy City. Our goal is to empower you to achieve financial independence and provide the best education to your children so that everyone can pursue their dreams and ambitions.
If it's your first time here, thank you for joining us. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive our weekly videos. All of our videos are for informational purposes only and do not constitute financial advice. Please do your own research. Consult a certified and trusted financial planner who will put your interests above their own before following any advice we may offer. Okay, number 1 is history of the stock market. We really like this visual from First Trust Advisors. They recently updated it and it shows history of the stock market from 1942 to 2021. A bull market is when the stock market drops at least 20% and then reaches the next market high. The average bull market lasts 4.4 years and the average return is about 154%. Now for a bear market, that's when the stock market drops 20% or more. The average bear market is 11.3 months and the average return is negative 32%.
So here's a quick little history lesson for you. In 1972, there was a crash that lasted about 1.7 years and dropped 48.2%. Then in 2018, there was a crash that lasted about 1.1 years and it dropped 51.9%. And now in 2020, we're all aware of the crash that lasted 1.1 months and dropped 33.1%. Make sure in the video to take a screenshot of that timeline that we're showing and study it so that you know exactly where we are in the cycle.
Okay, number 2, create a watch list. Let's look at our custom watch list. We actually used this during the recent crash in March 2020. We've included key information of the stocks that we're interested in and make sure that you do the same. We also created an algorithm that ranks each company based on the data points that are most important to us. Think through your next steps and note that in your watch list. Also highlight the pros and cons for each of the stocks. Include valuations for the companies, and in your watch list make sure you show where you want to buy it, where you want to sell it, and the percentage over your target you are, or the stock is at the time, so you can see how close it is. Number 3, be prepared. And be prepared for a crash well in advance. We recommend doing at least 2 weeks of research per company, which I know that sounds like a lot. And within that, do an overview. First, make sure you understand the company and make sure that you can explain it to a 5-year-old. So really understand that well. Know what the share price is. Look at the latest charts and the technical analysis as well. Check out the latest news for the company. Know what the valuation is. Look at the fair value. Look at the margin of safety and determine what yours is going to be for each company. And also look at future growth. Compare the EPS forecast and the revenue forecast.
So some additional things to look for in each company are first the past performance and looking at last year's earnings growth and last year's revenue growth. Financial health of a company, we like to look at the cash flow, the growth, the profit, the momentum, the value, the debt to equity ratio, whether or not the company has a dividend or not. We also research the management team to look at the tenure. And then last we look into the ownership of the company.
Number 4 is reduce your costs. During the period of stock market crashes or bear markets, we recommend you reduce your cost of living as much as possible. The reasons for that are this will minimize how much income you draw from your investments during this period of time, while those investments are likely losing value. In addition, this will allow you to free up funds to invest in the stock market at bargain prices during a crash.
And lastly, number 5, stay calm. Although this is easier said than done, remember to stay calm during a crash. Make sure to focus on the long-term outlook and trust your plan that you created and execute it methodically. So here we look at buying low and selling high, though most would be tempted to sell low during those challenging times. So make sure just to stay calm.
Okay, so let's recap. Number 1 is review the latest history of the US stock market. Number 2, create a stock watch list. Number 3, research each company you want to buy for 2 weeks. Number 4, reduce your costs. And number 5, stay calm. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, reach out to us in the comments below, email us, or follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. And our goal, we want to make sure we read every comment and respond as often as we can. So make sure to send those over and subscribe to our channel and join us as we learn, save, and grow together.
Thanks, guys.